The Chinese Riddler just keeps on bringing it, and it seems as though they might even have the full Pokedex that they can leak at any given time. This is insane. Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka A-Drive, bringing you guys a brand new video today, and today we are diving into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and everything going on in the rumor and leak community, as the Chinese Riddler over the last couple days has dropped a ton of information as we await our second trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is gonna be a doozy of a video, so be sure to hit that like button down below, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and if you haven't done so yet, check out my epic giveaway. It's only going on for a little over a week. We've raised a ton of money for giveaways so far, so make sure you guys enter. The link is in the description below. Don't miss out. Check this out, and now we're gonna dive into all the coverage. If you haven't heard yet, I'm doing a massive giveaway. In fact, our biggest giveaway ever, and it takes you guys 10 seconds to enter. All you have to do is check the link in the description below, add the online shopping tool browser extension to your desktop browser, which is gonna save you money by finding you coupons and the best deals online when you're shopping. And you're gonna add $5 to our prize giveaway pool for the end of May, and I'm gonna do a massive giveaway at that time. We're already giving away over $6,600. So every single time one of you guys installs it to your desktop, we add $5 to the top of that. Maybe I'm giving away a car, but we'll definitely give away some Switches and much, much more. So make sure you guys install the browser for free right now. Check the link in the description below. It legit takes 2 seconds and you're gonna save money. It's a no-brainer. What are you waiting for? Okay, so this is big stuff. A few days ago, the Riddler posted a sneak peek at the collage. Maybe it could help you track a trail of new clues. And the biggest one, of course, is named Grape, which we're gonna dive into in this video. This talks about the various legendary Pokemon for Scarlet and Violet and what we expect to be the cover legendaries, which we have a lot to discuss. But furthermore, they have a teaser 1, new Pokemon data, Gen9 Pokedex, new Poke Teaser 1, and new Regional Form Teaser 3. And this is big because it seems as though, based on what we saw from Legends Arceus and BDSP, that the Riddler has a full Generation 9 Pokedex at their disposal. They know what's good, they know all the Pokemon that are coming, they know what types everything is. Based on this image, it seems as though they have this Riddle ready to go. They are ready to drop it. Now, I wouldn't expect it anytime soon. We know that there's a theme every single month. This month's theme was actually regional forms. The previous month's theme was legendaries, but it seems as though the Riddler wanted to kind of go back to the legendaries because the likelihood of a trailer coming soon. They wanted to kind of get their riddles and information out there prior to that. And I think next month is most likely going to be starters, because when the Riddler did a poll not too long ago, they actually did the poll, and a lot of people voted to get more information on Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxly. So it may be a while before we get kind of this riddle for the Pokedex, but it seems as though, much as we would have expected, the Riddler has all this inside info, and it's actually pretty crazy stuff. But as I said, kind of the main point is that we have the Grape Legend, or the legendary teaser. And here's this image. It does have something we're gonna censor on it because there's some inappropriate language as usual. I think they do that to throw people off, but either way, the riddle has come to kind of fruition. Over the last few days, we've been covering that we thought that the one legendary was gonna have to do with RGB and kind of more modern, digital style of art, and then the other one was going to be based on CMYK, which is a print style of media, and how those different colors play out. It seems as though that may still be true, but we're actually shifting gears here because they have given us the riddle, and it turns out every single one of the Pokemon in the riddle was a ride Pokemon. Lugia, you could ride in the anime. Kyogre and Groudon could both be rode in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Same with Rayquaza. Reshiram, you could ride in the TCG. And then Lunala and Solgaleo, you could ride through the Ultra Wormholes. And then, of course, in the center of this picture is that picture of the dog with the wheels, which has been long speculated to be an important Pokemon, this chariot type Pokemon. It seems as though that this could be the legendary, and that's exactly what the Riddler says. I'm not saying it's going to be a dog with wheels, but this idea of it being a chariot, some sort of a ride Pokemon, is very likely at this point, saying, welcome to our Grape Legend trainers. I said it was a continuation for last month. By the way, I'll go Violet and nickname it. I cannot wait. So it seems like the Riddler actually really likes this, and goes on to say it is a 10 out of 10 design. On the Legends, they say it's a 10 out of 10, and Riddler's pretty rough with their ratings. Like, oftentimes they'll say like Legends Arceus was like a 7, right? Like a 6 point something, I think. They didn't rate it that high. So for them to say that they think the Legendary is a 10 out of 10 is very, very good. I really love Grape version, though Orange functions the same as Grape. It's way cooler because of the specific motif, but people may divide this time for the 2 boxes. So this is really interesting. He's saying, I like the Grape version, although Orange functions the same as Grape. So Grape being, of course, the Violet legendary, Orange being the Scarlet legendary, and Eclipse goes on to say how to tell everyone that blank are the same but also opposite. Now, it's possible that Eclipse is basically like trying to piggyback off the Riddler here, but it's also possible that they have some inside information, and it seems as though the legendaries for Scarlet and Violet are going to be the same but different at the same time, and I'm not sure how that's gonna play out. Maybe it's two different forms for the same Pokemon. Maybe it has something to do with the past and the present, or the past and the future. Those could be very much so themes. Lucky Luke here says that legendary past form and legendary future form, the same legendary but in two different eras. And when we look at a lot of other things, again, we talk about the fact that the logo for Scarlet and the logo for Violet are very different, right? One is a more modern kind of futuristic style. The other is a more vintage kind of authentic style. So it seems as though there is some sort of massive difference and a big contrast between Scarlet and Violet and kind of how they're functioning in these games. So we'll have to wait and see how this all plays out, but I really think we're onto something here with kind of some of these themes regarding the legendary Pokemon and kind of what we can expect out of those legendary Pokemon. But either way, good stuff coming from Riddler, saying it's a 10 out of 10. I was gonna be Team Violet either way, but now I'm definitely Team Violet. The next thing, I saw this post from Blaze Incineroar. I thought this was really good. One of the images from the trailer actually was kind of this, I guess it looked like a spider web and like a gecko or something like that kind of sitting on it. Well, Blaze Incineroar actually flipped the image upside down and says maybe the web thing isn't upside down in the trailer. So when we flip it, it looks like a chariot, and the web itself could actually be a time portal, like one of those ultra space wormholes. I think that that's actually kind of crazy, dude, and honestly, not a bad like thing, man. Like this dude like flipped it upside down, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, the pieces are coming together. You know, that conspiracy theory aliens meme. Hey, listen, I'm all over it. I think that there's definitely going to be a past and future kind of vibe here. I think that just makes so much sense based on everything we've gotten from the Riddler and kind of everything that makes sense from what we've seen. The Riddler then goes on to say that I still have 3 bonus info about the 2 boxes. They're very important Pokemon with secrets. The first is the context and explanation for my Masters teaser back in April. The second will be preserved until the coming of the next trailer. Last but not least, so they said that they've got more information about these legendaries, the context, explanation, what the Masters League was that we saw a few weeks back, and then also they're going to give us more information for the next trailer, which may be next week. I think it's got to be in the next 3 weeks at this point, just based on previous timelines. But then the Riddler goes on to say that thought only of me doing the riddles. No, actually the first trailer teased the theme of the 2 boxes. Hope you can find the contrast concepts of the 2. See you in June. And here we have this clock. And if you remember, the clock like spun really fast at one point, which was oftentimes an indicator of time travel. So we know that there's some sort of theme between grape and oranges, and maybe even triangles and circles, which was something located in the, not only through kind of some of the imagery in the trailer, but also in the logos, the way the logos were constructed. So a lot of opposing themes here, but we'll have to wait and see. Triangles, circles, things like that. We see some of that imagery in this clock. Whether that has something to do with it, we'll have to wait and see. But again, all these pieces are starting to come together for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it's actually really exciting stuff. So that's that. That's your news update and everything you need to know about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and the Riddle leaks. Big stuff coming though, man. We're going to be keeping an eye on Riddler Khu all summer long and making sure that we cover all that good stuff. And again, that trailer's got to be coming soon. Don't forget to enter our giveaway. You just download the online shopping tool browser extension on your desktop browser. Every single person who does that adds $5 to our giveaway total. At the end of the month, I'm giving away a ton of money, man. I'm giving away a ton of stuff. $6,600 so far. Like, that's a lot of Nintendo Switches and everything in between. So definitely get in there. You just make the prize pool even bigger and have a chance to win big. Thanks so much for watching this one, guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.